So let's use the empirical rule. I made an example here. The average car sold in the United States get an average of 25 miles per gallon. The efficiency of cars sold in the United States are normally distributed with a standard deviation of 2 miles per gallon. So I went ahead and I drew the normal distribution on here, and those percentages are the empirical rule that we're going to use as an estimation for this mountain-shaped symmetrical data. And in the middle, what we're going to do is we're going to put the mean, which is 25. And then it says that the efficiency of cars is normally distributed and there is a standard deviation of 2 miles per gallon. And each one of these blue lines indicates a standard deviation. So I'm just going to go and work my way up and then work my way down. So this becomes 27, 29, 31. And then we just work our way down. So we have 23, 21, and 19. And we can go ahead and reference, we're saying that along this axis down here, we have miles per gallon. Now let's go ahead and answer a couple questions off of it. It says, what percent of vehicles sold in the United States have an efficiency between 23 and 27 miles per gallon? Well, we can go up here to the normal distribution and we can look for 23 miles per gallon. We can look for 27 miles per gallon. And what we're doing is we're looking for the percent between 23 and 27 miles per gallon. And so that is the distance, essentially the percentages that fall between here. And what you'll notice is if you look up, we have 34 and 34 that go between 23 and 27. So we just say 34% plus 34%, and that brings us to 68%. So we can state that 68% of all vehicles fall between 23 and 27 miles per gallon in the United States. For B, it says what percent of vehicles have an efficiency greater than 29 miles per gallon? So what percent of vehicles have an efficiency greater than 29 miles per gallon? So we're going to run right back up here to this empirical rule. We're going to find 29, which is located right there. And we're looking for the percent of vehicles that are greater than 29. Well, that is this way, 29 and 31. So we're going to take those two percentages, which is 2.35 and 0.15, and we're going to add those together. So 2.35% plus 0.15%, bringing us to 2.5%. So we can state that 2.5% of the vehicles sold in the United States have an efficiency of at least 29 miles per gallon. What efficiency level is greater than 84% of the vehicles? So now we're looking at the percentages, and what efficiency level is greater than 84% of the vehicles? So if we look down here, we're going to start working our way from the bottom up. So we know 21, if I was to add these two together, if I looked at the value of 21, I know that 21 is greater than 2.5% of the vehicles. And that's because 21 is greater than 19 and anything below 19. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way up until I find 84%. Well, we know at 25, this is the mean, and it's, since the data is symmetrical, it cuts the data in half. This is our 50% line. And so all I need to do is find 84%. So if this is my 50% line, all I got to do is work my way up one more spot, and you'll notice that I have 34%. What's 50% plus 34%? That is 84%. So at that point, we can identify an efficiency of 27 miles per gallon is greater than everything down below it. So 27 miles per gallon is 84% better efficient than 84% of the vehicles out there. So what efficiency is this level? Well, that is 27 miles per gallon. And the last question, according to the EPA, 5% of all vehicles are considered outliers. and outliers occur equally on the sides of the mean. On both sides of the mean is what I was supposed to put on there. What efficiency levels are considered outliers? So we know that 5% of all vehicles are considered outliers. We also know that they occur equally on both sides. So let's go ahead and take that 5%. We're going to cut it in two, or cut it in half. And that brings us to 2.5% of the vehicles. And 2.5% of the vehicles are considered outliers. So let's look for that. Okay. Well, I know right here on the top half, this is 2.5% if I add them together. And this is 2.5%. So at 29 and at 21, those are our spots for creating the outliers of our vehicle's efficiency. So what efficiency levels are considered outliers? I would say that any miles per gallon, X less than or equal to 21 miles per gallon. And then also X greater than or equal to 29 miles per gallon would be our outliers in this case.